Hello everyone. In this demo, we are creating a college account. So in our ERP, we are optimizing it for college account. Let's say we have SEMA College. Phone is 123456. Email is semacollege@test.com. Password is 123456. 123456. And college can read the terms and condition and register here. After registering, they can save and go to login, and now they can register here. When they are logging in for the first time, so you can log in to a financial year to manage its accounting and its data. So let's say we are entering in 2024. That simply means that you are managing all the accounting and details of 2024. If you want to update records of 2023, you can log in 2023. Similarly, for 2025, we will see another session here, 2025. And you can simply log in from here and go to dashboard. Now let's say you want to update some of details here. Let's say you want to make it SEMA Test College. So you can simply update it and your details will be updated. Here you have your currency code, and here you have financial year start month. So financial year start month can be April, January, etc. based on your financial accounting records. By default, it will be April for that particular financial year, and here you will see that financial year. Here you have staff and teachers. So you can see we don't have any staff. From here we can start adding staff. Let's say staff name is Rita Srivastav. Their designation principal, her designation principal, phone number, qualification, let's say MTech, and subjects that they will teach. This is optional for other staff members. So let's say they will teach computer science. And email will be, I'm just writing a test email here. You can write any other email, and password 45. Enter. Staff is added. Similarly, you can go and view staff. Let's say you are going to manage a you know your college, so in that you have to manage classes also. For college, let's say class name and number are given. So let's say B Pharma semester 1. You can write it like first semester or B Pharma, and here this class index is required, so you will write 1 here and you can hit enter. Similarly, B Pharma semester 2, this is second semester, and index will be 2 here. Okay, hit enter. So this way your B Pharma Sem 1, B Pharma Sem 2, these semesters will be added. So this is, you can add 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever number of semesters you have in that particular course. Similarly, let's say you have other courses, B Tech, BSc. So you can start adding those classes. Once you have added the class, you can go and add students. So you can view students here. So it is saying before managing a student, you have to manage your fees heads. So fees head can be admission fee, tuition fee, whatever fees you take. So head name will be, for example, I'm just writing one head name, that is admission fee. And whether this admission fees will be same or different for all months. So we are writing admission fee will be different. For example, admission fee will be taken in one particular month only. So at the time of admission, so you can write different. If it is taken in all months, you can write same here. So you will simply create it, and this is admission fee. Similarly, you can also write tuition fee. Tuition fee will be same for all months. So this way we have added two heads for financial year. Now we will go and add students. So here we have a student name. So let's say student name is test student 1. Gender you can select, roll number 1, registration number, let's say B Pharma 1. This kind of registration number can be given. Their class is now appearing here. Their section is appearing here. And their date of birth. So you can select any date of birth from here, and you have your student phone also. So phone, let's say something, their religion if you want to select. So I'm selecting other, their caste. If you want to add any optional caste here, you can ask us, we will add there. Let's say general. Admission date. So let's say they have taken admission in the month of August 2024. Their class join date, when will they join the when have they joined the class. So because this is for first time, so their class join date and admission date will be the same, and this is their student email. So test1 at test.com, or we can write something like test student, and password 12345. Parent detail, so we will just write test parent 1. Status, TC issued, TC not issued, active. So currently this is student is active, and we will create. So it will create the account, send email to them, and obviously these things will not be visible on the live version. And this way now you can go and see your students. Okay, and here you will see a warning, can't manage your student, because you have to set up your financial year fees now. So when you will go to fee setup, obviously you have set up the fee heads here. From here you will go to fee setup. You will confirm that you have added all the heads for this financial year, and now you will confirm. And this way it will create these sections for you. So class name B Pharma, December tuition fees, B Pharma November admission fees, and so on. So here you can export this as an Excel file, and in your Excel file you will have option to give fees of every month, every head name, and for new student and old student. Okay, for example, let's say in our case admission fee for every month is 200, whether it's a old student or a new student. So we will simply write 200 here. And let's say tuition fee for every month is 300, so we will just write 300 here, and we will simply add it. Now this is a setting for, you can see, B Pharma semester 1. Now let's say for semester 2 the fees is different. Let's say admission fees and tuition fees are 500 here. So we have given option to customize tuition fees, admission fees, or any other type of fee head for every month, for every class here. Okay, so this way, and even for old student and new student, like obviously in this case, any in case of colleges, any student which takes admission, so they will always be new student, unless it is a school. In a school it is promoted, so here you only have old student fee or new student fee, only one fees will be submitted. Now you will save this fee setup, and in order to bulk update you will import the CSV file. From here we will import the CSV file, open, update. So in bulk, all these fees will be updated, and now you will have option to view your fees setup. You can see all the fees of all years are updated here. Okay. Now you will be able to see your student and manage them. So you can see one student, test student one of B Pharma, and you will be able to take their class fee. So when you will take their class fee, you have option to take the class fee month wise. Let's say you want to take quarterly. So you can select January, February, March and submit the fee. There all fees will be given here. January admission fee, January tuition fee, February admission fee. Their final fee is here, and their submit date and time you will see here, and you will simply submit fee. You can print the fees. So you will see they have submitted admission fee of 3 months, they have submitted tuition fee of 3 months, and this is their submitted amount. And your college receipt, you can print this receipt also, and if you have a printer connected, this will be printed. This is a simple operation. Similarly, you have option to manage your transport routes also. So for example, here is your route start point, let's say Seema College, and route end point, let's say Munshi Pulia. So this will become your route, and you can make it active. So Seema College to Munshi Pulia route is added. Okay. So here is your transport route. Now you can see different type of stops. So route stop name, for example, between Seema College and Munshi Pulia, let's say there is one stoppage, and that stoppage is Jagrani Hospital. So we will say that between this route, this is Jagrani Hospital, active, we will add the route. So you can see now we will set up fees for this route. So here you have option to set up fees, right? So let's say the stop fees for all months is 100 rupees. We will mass updated. Okay. Now this stop is also created. Now let's say we are adding another student. So let's say this student is test student 2, gender, let's say female, roll number 2, registration number BP2. Okay. Let's say this student belongs to BP semester 2. So we can write BPS2 section, date of birth we can select accordingly. So let's write the correct date here. Okay. Student phone something, religion, let's say Hindu, caste, whatever you want to select as per student data, their admission date. Obviously, this will also be in 2024. Let's say session starts at 20 August. I'm just giving one example, and class join date is also 20 August. So these two things are given because admission date and class join date can be are different. So some colleges required this, so that's why we have here. And this will be test student 2 at test.com, some password, and parent detail, test parent 2, status active. Now we have added the student. Now we will be able to view the student. Here you can see, so this student, test student 2, this student's full fees is remaining. Test student 1, zero fees is remaining because he has submitted all the fees. So this will be calculated dynamically on the basis of setting. Now let's say this student also has a route. So we will add route here, and here you can see select route. So only one stoppage is there, Jagrani Hospital. So this student stops at Jagrani Hospital, and let's say this student is going to this route from August of 2024, and this give discount. And you have to consider one thing, like if you have selected your financial year from April, so every fee should be taken from 1st of April, then that mapping will be possible. If you want to give any discount to this student, you can give. Otherwise, you can map the route stop. So you can see all the fees are there. There is no route discount. And this student, it is looking like this student is going from April to March. This student will go on this route. Let's say this student don't want to go to this route from December. You can edit and you can write is active 0. So that way this student route will be cancelled. So this is something that you can do. And now when you will go to this setup, this is your headwise fee setup, and you can see the transport route. So you have stop and fee setup of different transport route. And now when you will go to student, view student, so you will be able to see that for this student now class fees and transport fees both are available. And for this student only class fees is available. So now you can take transport fee. Let's say you want to submit 3 times a month, 5 times a month, 12 times a month, whatever. So you have full option to select the fees, right? So let's say you are taking April, May, June fees, or you can take only 1 month fees. It's as per students, request. So whenever your accountant is there, whatever fees they are submitting, for example, they are submitting January, February, March, you can submit, and you can write the date and time of fee submission. You can submit fees, and you can print receipt of this also. Okay, total submitted fees, etc. Stop name, everything will appear. So this way we have these type of options. And for example, we have different class fees. So you can see fees already submitted for January, February, March. Now you have only these options available. So this is one thing. Now you also have staff and teachers. So you can assign class teachers. For example, we have added one teacher. Let's say this is class 1, section A. So this teacher belongs to this particular class teacher mapping. And now when you will see class teacher map, you will be able to see B Pharma, Rita Srivastav, and you can click edit here. So let's say you want to change section or anything, so you can update that. So this is something you can see here. And similarly, you have hostel and boarding. So let's say you have some hostel. Let's say you have KSR hostel for your student. Let's say this is KSR boys hostel, and you can add a hostel here. Hostel is added and it is active. You can set up hostel fees. So you can see for all months hostel fees. Let's say for all months hostel fees is 1200. Mass update. So you will see for all months hostel fees will be updated. Now we are going to student. We are adding one student. Let's say student name is test student 3, gender male, roll number 3, registration number BP3. Let's say any semester, any class, date of birth. We will select any date of birth here. So we'll just write 2016. Phone, religion, caste. Let's say we select this. Admission date. So we will make the admission date as whatever admission date is as per your college setting. And similarly the class join date. Obviously these things can also be done in bulk, like if you will give us your sheet, some Excel sheet where you have this data. So we can help you with that. And this is test student. Let's say test student 3. So we'll write test student 3 and parent detail test parent 3 active create. Now why we have added this student? Because let's say this student lives in a hostel or stays in a hostel. So we will simply add hostel, and we have one hostel, and this student is started from, let's say, April. Do you want to give any discount? Otherwise simply click OK. So this is student's data is now added. So let's say this student is started, you know, change the hostel or something. So you can edit and make it inactive. Okay. This is something that we can teach. Let's say is if there is any wrong mapping here, so you can select and reset the map. Now this is test student 3. You can, when you will go to view student, so you will be able to see for this student hostel fees is there because this student resides in a hostel. This student has opted for transport, so you can see transport fees, and class fees will be common to all of them. You have hostel fees. Let's say this student decides that this student will give hostel fee for these 5 months together or 6 months together. You can submit the fees, and you have option. So you will select time and submit the fees and print the receipt. So this way, and these receipts will be there. So you can see the records anytime. When you will go to report, you can see different type of reports there which will be available. So anytime you want to edit any student data, you have option to edit the records. And this is simple data. We also have attendance. So you can take attendance, view attendance, So whatever class and section you are viewing for whatever date, you will be able to see a student, and you can check if present and mark attendance. So these type of things are there, and this is a simple demo. And you can assign TC, give them homework, manage their hostel, transport, etc. So please check this demo. Please view this video and share your feedback with us. Thanks for watching.